And a warm welcome. This is the news on NTA International, reaching you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. My name is Justin Bemuyi, and Courage Ogeria here is the sign language interpreter. Let's begin with the headlines. The year 2025 makes its debut in several countries across the globe. Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company resumes operations, marking pivotal moment for the country's energy sector. And large waves caused by strong winds crashes in New Haven, South England. Well, thank you so much for joining us. The new year 2025 has already made its debut in several countries across the globe. Musa Babali reports that New Zealand and Australia ushered in the new year with a spectacular celebration.
Auckland, New Zealand is the first city to bid farewell to 2024 and welcome the new year 2025. The city's sky is aglow with brilliant fireworks as the spirit of 2025 begins to sparkle. Two hours later, Australia joined in the festivities, with thousands of people gathering in Sydney to celebrate the new year.
Oh, to see the fireworks. We heard about them. We heard about them about a month ago when we said we're going to be there, and we were in New Zealand at the time, and so we said we're going to be here. We came.
If everybody realized we're all connected, you know, we are. We're energy beings, and we're all connected. Then I think that brings about peace, because that's your brother right next to you.
Japan, along with South and North Korea, welcomed the new year at 4 p.m. Nigerian time, followed by China and Indonesia at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Most European countries and several nations in Africa, including Nigeria, will usher in the new year 12 hours after Australia. The United States and the Caribbean will be the last to celebrate the arrival of the new year 2025. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Now, the world and indeed Nigerians have been in a celebration mood for about a week since the Christian faithful commemorated the birth of Jesus Christ. But they are not in it alone, as one common trend Nigerians share during festivities is celebrating together, irrespective of ideological or religious differences. Deborah Gazazi Micah in this report speaks to a cross-section of Abuja residents who have continued to visit shopping centers in the territory to unwind.
Festive holidays, of course, are for everyone. With the holiday mood activated, many take advantage of the opportunities provided to sit out and celebrate Christmas with friends.
It's really beautiful, and it's at a time like this when we don't really flow with the situation in this country. When you come across things like this, you want to at least be part of it and make yourself happy. You know, you make yourself happy. Nobody is going to make you happy if you decide not to make yourself happy.
People that come to the shop are to enjoy themselves. So a lot of good things are going to happen here today, and you're really going to enjoy it.
At some shopping malls in Abuja city center, some play games, while others choose entertainment corners. Some social joints recorded an unprecedented crowd as FCT residents were out to have a feel of Christmas outside their immediate environments.
We were at ever busy, popular shopping mall along Airport Road, which played host to many across the Federal Capital Territory during the festive period.
Surroundings is entertaining, and we just came out from the main mall to get one or two things, and so that we'll have a fresh air here.
We're here to celebrate Christ with our friends and the loved ones.
Jesus Christ, so there is joy everywhere. So we came here at least to feel the atmosphere
and to celebrate with everyone who is celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ.
Indeed, the atmosphere was a true expression of the relaxation season as families were spotted at different points, refreshing in Abuja. Deborah Gazaji Micah, NTA News.
Now, large waves caused by strong winds have crashed onto the pier in the town of New Haven in the south of England as weather warnings are put in place for rain, snow and wind across the UK. Francis Odojo reports that the adverse weather is set to hit UK New Year festivities, with organisers of Edinburgh's Hogmanay Street Party already cancelling the event on public safety grounds.
The Edinburgh celebrations, a major tourist draw which attracted some 30,000 people last year, have been due to feature a fireworks display and a concert headlined by Scottish band Texas. But organizers said it will not be safe to go ahead this year with preparations for outdoor events scheduled Tuesday due to ongoing high winds and inclement weather. Planned New Year fireworks in the holiday resort town of Blackpool in northwestern England were also cancelled due to a forecast of high wind, the local council said. The Scottish Environment Protection Agency (SEPA) issued a rare severe flood warning for parts of Scotland. It said a heavy rain was expected to burst riverbanks in Avermore in northern Scotland and nearby areas of the Scottish Highlands. The UK's Met Office, meanwhile, said heavy rain and strong winds could be expected in parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England. Meanwhile, French Prime Minister François Bayrou has promised relief for Mayotte, saying he aimed to rebuild the Indian Ocean territory ravaged by Cyclone Chido within 2 years. The most devastating cyclone to hit France's poorest department in 90 years caused colossal damage in mid-December, killing at least 39 people and injuring more than 5,600. After touring areas damaged by the cyclone and meeting local leaders, Bayrou presented dozens of measures in the outlines of a recovery plan that he dubbed Mayotte Standing. One top priority was for electricity to be restored to every home by the end of January, promising that state-owned electricity power, EDF, will send additional staff and 200 generators. Francis Udojo, NTA News.
Now, South Africa sent a special envoy to meet with Mozambique's outgoing president in an attempt to quell deadly protests sparked by Mozambique's disputed election in October. Now, Francis Odojo tells us more.
The South African President Cyril Ramaphosa called on Special Envoy Sydney Mufamadi to voice his government's solidarity with the neighboring country and its eagerness to help end the crisis, fearing that the unrest could become more widespread. South Africa has ramped up security along its border. Mozambique's Constitutional Council recently confirmed the victory of the Frelimo party in the election, sparking a fresh wave of protest. The main opposition candidate, Venancio Mondlane, has refused to accept the outcome of the election, describing it as rigged, and has called on his supporters to organize demonstrations. Buildings, including Frelimo's offices and police stations, have been looted and set alight across the nation. Capitalizing on the instability, hundreds of detainees escaped from a high-security prison in Mozambique's capital last week. Dozens of people have been killed in the protest since the elections. Francis Udojo, NTA News.
Now, back in Nigeria, about 20,000 people have so far benefited from the 2024 Renewed Hope Transport Palliatives ongoing across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Beneficiaries have acknowledged the gesture as a noble one that should last beyond January 5th, 2025. Salih Abdullahi Gwanara reports.
From the eve of Christmas to the eve of the new Gregorian calendar year 2025, the Eagle Square in the nation's capital has temporarily provided space for the movement of people to other parts of the country. Records of the officials from the Ministry of Transportation show that, like in similar locations across the country, here, more than 150 passengers enjoy the 50% reduction in road transportation daily.
70,000 from here to Imo State, but getting it this amount, 17.5, is a relief, a very big relief. Now I'm a family, we can travel.
So I even change my travel to send money to my family than to travel. But when I come hear about it, when I hear about this information that they are carrying Lagos 15,000 in Ego Square and government is doing something, I thought is fake already. But when I came yesterday and I see it's not fake, it's original.
I was actually thinking of 100 plus before, but now that the thing is 15,000 naira, in fact,
the vehicle are brand new. You can see there is still leather inside them. So at least I think the road will be it will be a good one to move on the road.
I'm going to Onitsha. I'm engineer. Now work they carry me go there.
It is beneficial because people are traveling to various destinations.
Actually, I wanted to get to Imo direct. We didn't see Imo box and I decided to enter this one.
But when I heard about this place, this program that Mr. President put for us, so I was so glad. And I say thank you, sir.
As the ride continues, there is also a growing demand from the citizens who want the continuation of this gesture to enable them to sustain their ride on the glory of the government of renewed hope.
We will look at the possibilities. But like I said, you know, the approval the president gave to us is between to end on 5th of January. So we will not be able to say that, but as the minister, he will have a say in the matter. And I'm sure, being a very generous minister, he will look at the plight of Nigeria, because this program is actually to give support to Nigerians.
The Renewed Hope Transport Palliative is responding to the urgent needs of the people and providing hope on the policies of the government. In Abuja, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
Now, more than 10,000 terrorists have been eliminated by troops in different combat operations between January and December 2024. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, announced this at a news conference on Armed Forces operations in 2024.
We also assure that similar fate awaits those parading themselves as terror leaders and commanders today. Persons like Bello Turji is merely a dead man walking, as he will soon follow suit with many others that have been eliminated during the course of the year.
Major General Buba stresses that the successes recorded in 2024 are a pointer that troops will be more offensive against terrorists in 2025.
Many of what we have witnessed in this year is a sign of major defeat of the terrorists in the new year 2025. The military high command draws a lot of comfort from our troops in the field, given that they are in high spirits and they believe in the justness of the cause. Consequently, I will inform you that we are inching towards a clear and decisive victory over these terrorists that have ravaged our land.
The Defense Headquarters appeals to citizens to continue to support the armed forces in winning the war against criminality. You're watching the news on NTA International. We now take a short break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you in your living room, office, everywhere and anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs and the best of entertainment. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, GoTV channel. You can also see us on Facebook and YouTube for quality content on the go. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
marking a pivotal moment for the country's energy sector. With a capacity of 125,000 barrels per day, the refinery's revival is crucial for Nigeria's overall goal of energy self-sufficiency, reducing reliance on imported petroleum products and prices. Leader Samson has details.
November Golf Romeo 913, Charlie 130, requesting gesture for Makodi.
With renewed vigor to fortify national security.
Inaugurated in 1978, the Warri Refinery Petrochemical Company has faced years of inactivity due to technical challenges. The rehabilitation of the Area 1 part of the refinery and efforts to restore its optimal functionality is underway. The facility not only refines crude oil, but also produces significant petrochemical products. NNPC Limited's Group GCO Mele Kyari emphasized that these operational milestones reflect the administration's commitment to enhancing local refining capabilities and stimulating economic growth and ultimately product exportation.
I must congratulate our team for their determination, their extreme belief that this company can restart this plant. And this has brought this result on the table in collaboration with our contractors and everyone in the company, including our retired staff. I would like to thank them and appreciate them that we have made history.
The prices are going to start coming down. And the intention of the regulator is to see prices coming down with abundance of products availability across the country for the betterment of the consumer. And we can see what some people term as a price war. To me, it's not price war, it's just like a competition for the market share. So both refineries now coming on, and the importation that we have to supplement whatever we have, we now have the barometer to measure the prices. And we believe that as we said back in Port Harcourt last month, the price is going to start coming down.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in a statement, hailed the reopening as a significant achievement, reinforcing hope for improved energy security in Nigeria.
It's been a long journey, and if you know, from the NNPC refineries, our total capacity is 445,000 barrels per day in full operations. So with Warri Area 1 now coming on stream, we're doing 60% of the 125. And the reason why we cannot ramp up is because we still have to commission the other areas, area 2 and 3. Once we get area 2 and 3 running, then we go to the 90%. But for now, we're going to remain at 60% for Warri. Then the next part of our journey would be to go to Kaduna and do the same thing.
With the outcome of our refineries, there are no queues, there are no difficulties. With the help of our management, they have made this come to reality, and the help of our workers, the WPC workforce, with the help of our contractors and all meaningful supporters that have made this a reality. This truly is a reality for us, and we are so glad.
Industry experts are optimistic that as the Warri Refinery Petrochemical Company begins production, it is expected to bolster Nigeria's refining capacity and contribute to the nation's economic recovery, positioning it as a key player in Africa's downstream oil sector and set for robust global competitiveness. From Warri, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Now, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC) has issued additional orders to the electricity distribution companies in the country to ensure compliance with the key performance indicators. These include accountability by the management of the distribution companies, increased operational performance, improved energy delivery to customers, and customer satisfaction. Also, NEC reviews the penalty for default in energy offtake from 1 month to 2 months per quarter, as failure to offtake up to 95% of availability nominated energy in 2 out of the 3 months per quarter will attract a downward adjustment of the distribution company administrative operational expenditure by 5% for the next quarter. Timeline to comply with complaints resolution through NEC Contact Center and NEC headquarters has been reviewed from 2 months compliance target by the distribution companies, as NEC now expects 75% resolution rate for all complaints within a quarter. NEC mandates all the distribution companies to comply with the additional orders. Now, the Voice of Nigeria, VON, and Galaxy Backbone are upscaling their collaboration for a more effective projection of the successes being recorded in Nigeria's digital ecosystem to the global community. Now, this came to the fore when the Director General of VON, Malam Jibrin Babandachi, played host to the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Galaxy Backbone, Professor Ibrahim Adeyanju, at the agency's headquarters in Abuja. And Dachi emphasized that Galaxy Backbone and many Nigerians are doing great within and outside the nation in the digital technology sector, hence the need to tell our positive narratives to the world.
On a daily basis, and we are counting. We are working to also start brokers in Madari, and also Portuguese, and also Bahasa Indonesia, and we intend along that line. The federal government and the states need to collaborate, because the truth is the federal government is the father of all, and therefore we're saying the digital infrastructure we have is not just for APC states, it's for all Nigerians to benefit from the digital transformation.
And Dachi, while lauding President Bola Tinubu's efforts at repositioning Nigeria among Committee of Nations, restated the commitment of VON to deepen the relationship between his agency and Galaxy Backbone towards driving digital transformation in the country. Now, with the adoption of tight agricultural policies and attractive incentives to explore the business aspect of food production, Nigeria is capable of achieving sustainable food sufficiency. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, stated this during the presentation of winners who emerged at the recently concluded Every Home a Garden initiative in Lagos. Joyken Abakoya reports.
For several months, 152 first-time female farmers drawn from the 5 Ibile divisions of Lagos State cultivated and harvested vegetables and other crops as they competed in the Every Home a Garden national competition, an initiative of the First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu.
Don't just wait for others to farm to grow these crops for you to consume. You also have to come on board, do something in your own little corner, your own little way. Contribute to food security in the country.
Being meticulous about how I planted, from the planting, transplanting, I took them through all the stages, and then I had multiple crops, and everything, to the glory of God, grew nicely.
Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who presented checks to the winners, says the efforts of the female farmers is a testament that with determination, Nigeria can attain self-sufficiency in food production.
To you all, and encourage you to sustain the home gardening passion. Learn, unlearn, relearn. Please be the trainer, train the trainer. Encourage more women out there that you can grow these things.
I enjoyed the winners and consolation prize recipients to continuously practice smart farming in their homes and encourage other people in their community and neighborhood.
Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems urged the female farmers to sustain the initiative, which she says will ensure food security in every home.
This 2025, you will be part of those who will be supplying our food hubs and selling to our consumers.
What we are doing today is what we should continue to do, to revive farming, to let the world know that farming is our natural profession.
Let this moment serve as a motivation to continue cultivating not only gardens in your homes, but also the seeds of hope, growth, and prosperity in Lagos.
4 other winners in the Lagos division smiled home with 500,000 naira each, with more than 100 others rewarded with consolation cash gifts of 100,000 naira each. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakoya, NTA News.
Senate President Godswill Akpabio is grateful to President Bola Tinubu for supporting constituency projects nationwide. aimed at improving citizens' lives. This was at an empowerment program in Akwa Ibom, Northwest Senatorial District, where he distributed various packages worth billions of naira. Clement Barakwi reports.
For many constituents and Nigerians alike, the event here is described as the mother of all empowerment programs held at the Ikodokpene Stadium. The empowerment program is Senator Akpabio's way of thanking his constituents for their support and for keeping faith with President Bola Tinubu's administration.
So let me thank the President for recognizing the need to continue with constituency projects across the entire country. This is the only way the President can touch the lives of the ordinary citizens.
The Senate President emphasizes that the 10th Senate has enacted the Southeast Development Commission with similar benefits planned for other regions. Paramount rulers in the senatorial district received jeeps courtesy of the Senate President. Additionally, 2,000 students received scholarships of 200,000 naira each. Beneficiaries expressed joy and appreciation for Akpabio's leadership and empowerment initiatives.
So that somebody like me could be recognized, and we are going to use it like me judiciously.
He has done what no man has ever done in this state.
Senator Akpabio's commitment to empowering his constituents is in line with his legislative agenda, which focuses on promoting the economic and social well-being of the people of Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District in particular, and Akwa Ibom State at large. Clement Barakui, NTA News.
And next is a check on Wednesday's weather prospect for Nigeria and other world cities. This is where we end the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Justin Bemi and my sign language interpreter has been Courage Ogere, and we say bye for now.